Good afternoon. I hope you had a good lunch. My name is Ellen Goldstein, and I am the World Bank's country director covering all of the Western Balkan countries, and I've been asked to serve as the moderator of this very esteemed panel today. Let me speak for 1 minute, and then we'll turn it over to our panelists. This conference is really about the 10th anniversary of the enlargement of the EU, but this year is another very important anniversary, and that is the 100-year anniversary of commemorating the touch-off point of World War I. And I think it's a very important reminder to Europe and to the world in general that the Western Balkans really has the potential to destabilize inside but also beyond its borders, and we neglect or frustrate these countries at our own peril. From my standpoint, I work on economics. I don't work on politics. And what we can say about the Western Balkans is that in some respects they avoided the worst of the global crisis in 2008. They managed with some of the financial deleveraging that occurred. But in a way, it's been more like a slow bleed out in the period from 2008 to 2012, with many of the countries experiencing a double-dip recession. And this has, of course, really exacerbated some of the structural unemployment and inactivity that we have in these countries, especially among the youth. So from an economic situation, we see very low growth, high unemployment, and this is obviously a situation that has the potential for volatility. So it's easy for me in my role looking at economic reform to document many ways in which the Western Balkan governments have underperformed in terms of working in the interests and the aspirations of their own people, in terms of the depth and the quality of economic reforms and the pace of these reforms, especially by global standards. But I think it's also important for us to reflect on our own role. From an international organization, but as Europeans, as Americans, as citizens of high-income countries, what can we be doing to enhance stability in the Western Balkans? And I'm sure that our panelists will give a lot of interesting perspectives on that view.